Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new episode of A Day in a Female Life. I'm here with Quin.
Hi.
I'm going to tell you a bit about the podcast if this is the first time you're listening to it. So basically, it's I'd say like a collection of experiences, of voices of victims of harassment. The guests on our show are women or people identifying in the female gender or female presenting. And then we basically have an informal chat and talk about these experiences of harassment, which I think have to be shared with the world, and people have to really realize how ordinary these episodes, these experiences are. That's why it's called Stories of Ordinary Violence. And last thing, if you want to be on the show or if you just want to share your story with someone who will listen, please send us an email at femalelifepodcast@gmail.com, and that would be everything on my side. How are you today, Quin?
I'm good, Jika. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you. Nice. I like to have Fridays without classes.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
I feel like it's a super long weekend and we deserve it.
We do deserve it. Especially after this last week.
Yeah,
it was a lot.
Yeah. The first one was quite hard, but I'm pumped for this semester. Yeah. Okay, so Quin is my classmate, sorry. Sorry, this is some background info. And, okay, so do you have anything you want to share with us in particular?
I thought, well, two stories kind of. One of them is a bit longer than the other one, and so I feel like it's a bit more of the, focus that I had coming into it.
Okay, definitely. Cool. Tell me about it.
Okay, so, it's, and it got me thinking about it during the whole Me Too movement that, is still going on. I always, kind of stopped myself from fully Me Tooing because, I had this experience with a guy that I was seeing where it was I think because I was younger, I was probably 19, I didn't understand the nuance of consent in the way that I do now, and the way that I have been developing just from, studying what we study and being around the communities that I've been around. So, it was kind of a slow dawning on me of, something happened that was not okay, and it's okay that it can be said, and it's not okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
Even if, I was talking to Liberty, another one of our classmates, about what I was going to talk to you about, and she was just there's something that is so, female, femme, to discount your experiences because they're not, it's not the worst thing that could happen, you know?
Absolutely.
And so basically, I was seeing this guy, and I was young, and he was a bit older than me. Like I said, I think I was 19, and we were making out in a car, and I had told him early on in the relationship, what I now realize as demisexual is what I am. It takes me kind of a bit to be comfortable with someone in, a sexual way.
Okay.
I feel like I have to have some type of, emotional or, romantic element to the relationship, too. And so I, told him that off the bat, and he was he responded in, kind of a weird way, which, at the time, I was oh, he gets it. But I think...
Okay.
But I think it was just he said oh yeah, okay, I like that. I feel like it felt more like a challenge to him then.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
I don't feel great about this relationship now, and it was one of those things that I felt iffy about it at the time, even, but I think I was going through my rebellious phase. Because I'd never told my parents about him, so Mom and Dad, if you listen, sorry.
But 5 years later, no more.
I don't think they'll care. But, oh shit, what was I saying? Oh, yeah, so we were making out in a car, and he was doing all of the stuff that makes you think oh, he wants to have sex, Yeah. That type of thing.
Yeah.
Where he was just not to get, I grew up Irish Catholic in the States. So, like, repression on repression of sexual everything. So I'm, like sweaty talking about this because it's, like, so not in my comfort zone.
Yeah,
but
I get that.
Yeah, but I, like, have told a couple of people about it. Okay. And I'm not shameful about it. It's just, like, something that's... Sorry, I'm all over the place.
No, don't worry at all. You're not.
But I am. This is how I speak. It's tangential.
It's fine.
Okay, so I've told a few people about it, but it's so outside of my comfort zone.
Yeah.
That it's like, I'm not shameful about it because I know I didn't do anything wrong, but it's also like, well, I don't talk about sex.
Yeah.
You know? But, yeah, so that if you hear awkwardness.
Okay.
That's why.
Yeah, I'm the same.
Yeah.
I'm the same.
Yeah. So, he was poking around, doing all the things that, guys do when they're, like, like, on the scale with, like, head pushers,
Yeah.
So... while I was in it, I was just like, I don't want to, but might as well.
Okay.
Like it would get over some weird rift that would probably come up.
Yeah.
If I didn't. And so, like, I'm pretty sure that the exact words out of my mouth were, okay, but can you at least wear a condom?
Okay.
So just, like, gross.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, yeah, we did for, like, a second. I mean, probably more than that, but I was like, nah, get the fuck off me.
Okay. And
I think we broke up not long after that, but also he would never call me his girlfriend. So this guy was just...
Not
the tea. Yeah.
No.
Yeah. So that's that one.
Yeah. It's it makes me think that you told him, like, okay, like, at least put a condom. And that's so, like... It's true that you said okay and you didn't say no, but how can you start doing something when the person was like, okay, yeah, we can do this? Like, it's obvious that this person is not entirely into what you're gonna do and is not excited. Mm-hmm. And so I agree what you were saying about the nuances of consent.
Yeah.
It's really, like, it's true that you obviously no is no. Yeah, thank you. Okay. Sometimes also that is not that clear, but okay, no is no. We can agree on that. But then you need some emotional intelligence mm-hmm. to understand where the other person is at, and if you don't know, if you're not sure, like, you have to ask this person, or I mean, how can you start something when you're not 100% sure that the other person wants to and is excited to? And you saying okay, just okay, is not... Yeah. How can you start from there?
Yeah.
How can you enjoy it?
In, like, a worn down, like oh, you wore me down type of way, which is
exactly, like, okay, let's get it over with.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, it's happened to me many times. Not maybe to say, okay, let's get it over with, but to think it.
Yeah.
And to say, okay, just in 10 minutes probably it'll be done and at least I'm out of this situation. Yeah. It's shitty, yeah. But I totally get that feeling and situation.
Yeah.
Thank you for telling us, sharing this experience.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us the other story, or shall I?
Yeah. Oh, the other one is...
As you wish, because I don't know if you wanted to or...
No, I don't mind. Yeah. So, this other one is more of, like, what I would consider, like, harassment. Like, that one, I don't know what you consider that. Or if it even matters, like, what you call something.
Yeah, I think that, like, many people have told me, well, I've just been catcalled sometimes, and so I'm not gonna come on your podcast because I don't feel it. I'm sad that this is the feeling that we often have, like, putting what happened on a scale.
Yeah.
It's not rape. It's definitely not rape. So, like.
Yeah.
But it's more how it made you feel. If you felt uncomfortable and that your I don't know, like, your safe space was invaded or you weren't respected, I think that is enough for me. I don't need the experiences to pass a threshold of harassment. And so
there's something about like putting shit on a scale that
it's not, it doesn't help you in any way.
No, it doesn't help anybody.
No.
Yeah, because then what do you do when you get to the top of the scale? Like, there's no, like, it's almost like there's a sense of comfort that comes from being like, well, it wasn't as bad as it could have been.
Yes.
You know? That, like, that leaves no comfort for the person who was treated the worst you could be treated. Like, yeah, so
don't worry putting in a category. Just...
Okay, well then, so this, I was at, that happened when I was back in Cleveland. This one was when I was over here in Ireland, but I was visiting Maynooth. So I was at a pub, or I guess it was a bar. I'm still trying to figure out what the differences are. You know?
Sure, yeah.
So I guess I would say a bar. I was at a bar, and I was with my roommates. And we were, like, dancing, having a fun time, and I met a girl on the dance floor, and we, like, totally hit it off. And we were a little, like, tips, you know? And so I'm very good at talking when I'm tips. And so we hit it off. And we were smooching, and it was, like, you know, very cute. Because it wasn't necessarily, like, a queer space, the bar that I was in. So it was just, like, nice, you know?
Yeah.
And I know I said we were tipsy, but it was all good, you know? Like, we were both into it. And it was also, you know, just kissing, you know? And we were nearby this one table, and when we, like, pulled away from the kiss, we were, like, talking to each other, like, you're so pretty, I love your hair, and all that stuff. And then, a guy at the nearby table went, well, that was fun.
Ooh,
like,
shivers.
Like,
yuck.
That's so gross. And it's like, it's so weird that I just think about the fact that, like, if two men were kissing, they would get hate crimed.
Yeah.
When two girls are kissing, it's like, ooh, turn a camera on it.
Free porn.
Yeah.
Real life porn.
Yeah. Not to mention, like, I don't know, if two non-binary people were kissing, they would get hate crimed. You know, like, just like, why is some version of queer cute and sexy and cool and make it into a porno, and why are others, like, still so marginalized? And it's not to say that women, like WLWs, women loving women, I think that's what that stands for, that they're not marginalized, because they still totally are, and objectification and sexualization is marginalization, and it's so gross.
Yeah. I think I said it in some episode, or maybe not, I don't remember. But it's one of the things that I think about the most, of being sexualized. Mm-hmm. And like, I'm just minding my own business and in this nice place, like you were with this person, and you get brought back by this comment. You get brought to this sexual fetish feeling, and it's disgusting. Like, it makes you feel like dirty and yucky, and it ruins everything. And when I'm walking around, and this happens every time I get catcalled, and I'm just like happy, not thinking about anything, and then you get this compliment on your body, and you're like, am I only this? Am I this? Am I just like a sexual object? And why am I arousing you? I'm just I'm not doing any. Yeah, exactly. I'm passively in your life. Exactly. I'm just existing, but I'm getting you aroused, and I'm not actively being part of this. I'm just and it's just this thing of being sexualized without you and you can't do anything.